time or a bad time. Game 1, bad time. Game 2, good time.
I see Leo, I am happy.
Yeah. It's always like a happy place I go to when I see Leo, Renmar. Everyone is here.
Everybody's here as we get into the drafting phase to conclude this match between Team Flash as well as the Burmese Ghouls. Burmese Ghouls going to be on the blue side up against Team Flash on the red side. And it looks like a lot of the bands are looking pretty similar here. Baxia for the side of Team Flash, Joy, Matilda for the side of the Burmese Ghouls.
Which one is the first pick again? Red or blue?
Red.
Blue?
You're colorblind anyway.
Yeah, I am
right?
colorblind. So far, the blue side has been winning.
Yep.
At least for this series. The previous series, if I'm not mistaken, it was the red side.
Yes, it was. I mean, it was, and they're winning in a very convincing fashion as well, right? As we look on over, Wan gets banned out again, very similar to game number 1.
Look, I was about to say an Arabic word actually, but look, Team Burmese Ghouls here. They can go for the
Nolan. Smelling Nolan.
I was about to talk a little bit about that Guinevere because she proved that she is effective, even like the semi-tanky one, but Team Burmese Ghouls seems to disagree with me on that. Nolan, okay, by banning the Phoebus, Nolan becomes a clear option. But where's the Faramis? Where's the Valentina that was so toxic earlier on? Where's the Outlet? A lot of picks are still open.
Take the Guinevere away. You don't want to give it over to Hades unless you have a very clear idea of how to fight against it.
It could be, well, I mean, Diggy could be the answer, right? That's why we saw Team Flash ban it out in the second phase. Farmers gets picked up. I'm expecting Team Flash. I mean, you got to give it to Jay. He played a good, solid Valentina. There's no reason not to give it to him. And I'm guessing it's going to be Bruno Valentina, right?
I mean, at this point, you may not have to pick up the Valentina first because you have to assume that this Faramis is going to the mid, right? Right? So you can delay it onto your third pick.
Oh, that's also true.
Right.
That's also a good point. If that's the case, we'll see in about 25
Bruno
seconds.
Guinevere?
Bruno Guinevere.
Oh, that's a good one. That's
I
a
like
good
that. That is a better adjustment. Here we go. It looks like it's going to be Bruno confirmed. Guinevere, you right on the dot.
Nice.
Nicely done, LaFell. As we jump on over to the Burmese Ghouls, let's see how they respond.
The Burmese Ghouls actually, they can go for that crowd control. They can go for some heroes to prevent Guinevere and also Bruno from their own movements. But actually, there's a pick that have been neglected a bit so far, which is the Yuzong. I think the Yuzong here can take the Bruno on a 1v1 and on on a rainy day even.
Yeah, show off the skin. And at this point, picking up the Claude is... this is interesting.
Yeah,
Nico
didn't perform that well last game.
Yeah,
right?
Nico is going for that. Maybe he was like, guys, I just didn't thought he would have that much damage. this time,
I know.
I'm coming in prepared.
I swear it'll be different this time,
I swear.
Coach. Please, Lin Daddy. I need to redeem myself. Team Flash now looking for a final pick of the very first phase. So far, considering that everything that has been done, I mean, Diggy's super early? No, Valentina.
Yeah.
Thank God. They're still following through with the game plan, right? 62% overall pick and ban rate,
Ruby.
56 win rate. Ban out that Ruby, ban out that Diggy, call it a day.
Yeah, for me actually taking, and Jay especially taking, the Valentina is quite reasonable after seeing what he did last game. He made Team Burmese Ghouls experience hell. And also, you have a lot of good ultimates there. You have the... I would say mainly we'll go with the Faramis one and then the Nether Realm, but that prevents Team Burmese Ghouls from making good setup heroes or like taking good setup heroes as the Minotaur or even any others. But as you said, LaFell, by nature, Ruby out.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, if Flash wants, because Lozi has been using the Cho quite a bit.
Okay.
I was about to say Minotaur would be a pretty good pick as well because going up against a Faramis wants to clump up. Minotaur kind of counters that. So it's a good ban.
I think they're not going to touch the Cho just yet. I mean, there's a couple of arguments that can be made, right? They could say that, all right, maybe that Burmese Ghouls could lean into the sector where it's more for, let's go for the dive, right? We might as well go for a hard dive. And now that I'm noticing it, wait, hold on, let me just double check the bans real quick. It looks like the Arlet has not been touched just yet either.
Nope.
Yeah, but yet the Diggy is respected though. The Diggy is respected. One of the things that I didn't see throughout this whole series is, where is Angela?
Oh, actually, you're right, huh? Yeah, the Angela hasn't been touched throughout this entire series at all. And we see that Burmese Ghouls showing respect to Adamir this time. Hey, no Khalid this time, no Singaporean specials.
Maybe there's something Yuzong will come in, but yeah, Angela for the draft for Flash is actually not bad. It kind of gives more room for Hades to be a bit more aggressive, maybe having one additional damage item.
Are we really going to put Lolzy on?
That's true.
Yeah,
I think about what was I thinking?
Yeah,
I'm dumb.
He's a set tank. He wants to be that guy who makes the play, the TikTok play even.
Yeah, if he uses an Angela, he might use the Way of the Dragon.
Wait, what? How?
That's just
Raw belief. He manifests it.
let me just say TikTok has influenced me.
Yeah.
The TikToks have been very creative.
We are catching up to all the MLPB, M5
Yeah.
content. So, Brim's Gold right now, what is the best option for them? Yeah, I don't think... Look, on regular basis, I would have said like area crowd control tank hero, like someone who takes damage and also gets to like make those spaces. But looking at the Valentina on the other end and seeing all that crowd control, it will just be ridiculous if you add one more crowd control to BG.
That's Terizla. The Terizla, yes.
Oh.
But it's gonna choke.
Okay.
Oh.
I quite like this.
Wow, a lot more flank opportunities.
I agree, but I think that this should be, what, a Terizla pick and they're going to put the Arla into the support section? Or is there a jungler that's going to make a difference here, just in case they flex it about? Running through it in my head, don't think so. Yeah, okay. So there is an opportunity, right? I mean, Arla into the Paquito. Wow, I haven't seen that. If it does become that matchup, it's been a while.
Yeah, don't bring a sword to a fist fight, because Paquito is gonna punch you. Oh wait, is it?
No, it's like it's more like a spear.
Spear?
It's more like a spear.
Let me process it.
Is it like a... No, it's not a wooden stick, right? It's like...
It's a brew.
I don't know.
That should be the next skin.
Oh, Gufra. That's interesting.
We forgot that his Kufra was banned.
Yeah. Okay, so now that he has the Kufra in hand, at least this is starting to look pretty good for both sides, right? It's going to be dependent on whether or not Burmese ghouls are able to win out on their lanes individually to create these advantages in comparison to Team Flash, who are looking for these big set plays.
Yeah, speaking of the Kufra, actually, you guys are more experts about how does Lolzy executes that Kufra, but when it comes to me, I think that it is the best fitting hero here because a lot of dashes can be prevented, whether you are talking about Stitch, Blink X, or even Carbon.
You know what? This game, I'm looking at Hades. Can he replicate what he did in game number 2 and shut down Nico, making it a non-factor?
Let's get into this game, whether that non-factor is going to be the extra +1 in the equation at the M5 World Championship group stage. Only one of these teams are going to be walking away with some extra points in their own individual standings. Let's find out as we come to the conclusion of our second best-of-3 series here between the Burmese Ghouls on the blue side up against the Singaporean representatives on the red side, Team Flash.
Huh.
It's a good skin.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It
actually.
reminds me of Tarzan.
What? Oh yeah, it does.
Jane?
Yeah.
Is her name Jane? Yeah.
That's a really good take there. Oh, is that a kill?
Yep, Lolzy right now.
He's dead.
Not much ways for you to run away from this.
He's not going to...
Yeah, well, he's wasting time as he should, but the first blood does go over to Carbon.
I was literally about to say, he's not going to flicker, right? Proceeds to flicker the opposite direction. Ah, boy, what a way to start this. In less than a minute, we've already seen first blood.
Well, look, we have seen a first blood, but you have to admit the fact that Grimace goes at this point, neglecting what's on your screen right now. Look at the bigger picture. They are in desperate need for this victory because if they didn't get that point, to support them in this group, they will face hell upon the upcoming game. So that being said, let's look here at the itemization. I think that Bruno is going for his Has Claws earlier on, but while it's not the same case on the other side, Clock of Destiny earlier on for Lina. I think that Clock of Destiny is something to take care of this season.
I don't know, it's kind of weird because he does have like a leather jerkin at the same time, so it's like, are you going for the still leg plates or are you not? But here we go, gank on the top side, Adamir. Ooh, good game sense coming in from Burmese Ghouls.
Yeah, Hades tried to engage a potential engage coming in from Burmese Ghouls, but yeah, they're taking this game step by step. They're not really trying to force things out, especially because the turtle is coming up.
Oh, nice move, Lolzy, but yeah, he knows his range. He knows his range. He goes back. But if looking here at the given inputs, Team Burmese Ghouls can actually make a really good, solid team fight. But on the other hand, Lolzy, if he finds that second skill, he can make it.
Oh, speaking of which, Hades finds Blink X, and Blink X gets taken down. Carbon goes in, but that's a low double kill for Jay. Jay showing up on the Valentina.
Is he continuing?
And no, they're going to start pressing their advantage down in towards purple. Like,
Stitch?
Oh, what? Well, Lina tried to protect Nico. Nico didn't really need it, but it would have been a disaster if Team Flash just continued to engage because Nico was out of range.
Yeah.
He was not in the nether realm.
He really was. And I mean, now, like, Team Flash are finding some significant momentum over the Burmese Ghouls. Maybe, I mean, I don't know when it comes down to stamina, but they're really grinding them down.
Yeah, and speaking of grinding, Vanix is grinding that gold down in the bot lane. Every time I see a Bruno action, every time he gets that House Claws earlier on, it's so dangerous, it's so heavy. Yeah, he already got it, it's minute 3, and he already have the House Claws. Stitch will face fire. He'll face that balls of fire coming from Vanix.
Hades look to engage, find Blink X, and it's gonna fully commit there. Blink X is not the target that he wanted, but Vanix, guess what he wants? He wants some of that juicy HP on the turrets.
Gold plating is just so nice, especially when once you start cracking it.
Oh no, Hades finds Lina, but the flicker does save Lina.
Ooh, I don't know. Do you just take the Shadow Stampede, hold on to your spatial
Oh.
Oh, whoa, whoa!
Okay, fights are happening all around, and looks like Nico is
it's a
here
kill.
to save Stitch, and he grabs a kill for himself. A better performance in Game 3.
Oh yeah, finally we see it, and now Adamir has to take this 1v1 against Carbon. This is not an easy matchup at all.
Sure, do this when I'm the play-by-play. Adamir and Carbon duking it out, and then Blink is just like, hey guys, I'm a fighter too. Okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah, the players coming back from the rooms, they choose violence. They choose violence everywhere, all around the map. But I would highly recommend for Vanix to go to that top lane, but let's see what's happening.
Blink X finds Hades. Hades was pulled in the range of the turret, and looks like Blink X is going to secure the kill for the team. Jay having to use his Nether Realm very, very early on.
Yeah, they disengage once again. But again, I would recommend for the Bruno, for Vanix to go top lane after taking all the gold from the bot lane side. Oh, I think he also wants to take that Lord. He wants to finish what he started.
Yep, he definitely wants to crack it open, but let's see the
finish.
finish.
Blink X finds Vanix, but again, Vanix using the worldly, able to get away from that situation. And Lolzy with the flicker, I wonder if he's going to get taken down. Nico unable to get his target, but now his target is the turtle.
Adamir did use that final slash as well, so they're not going to have it for the upcoming turtle fight, but in the meantime, let's see how this... Whoa, okay.
Well, you know what? As long as they're damaged, he will give vengeance. Hades is here now, so it's not going to be a very clean turtle take, especially now that Nico is half HP. Adamir doing quite a lot onto Nico. Hades as well as Jay are on the turtle right now, and Adamir is not taking damage.
The man smurfing, I'm not going to lie. Look at that movement. Lolzy? Is he going to actually find somebody here? Nah.
Yeah, the Tyrant's Revenge not going to hit
Down.
onto Nico, but it's enough just to waste time. Hades secures the turtle, and Adamir, you did your job well. Now let's see if your team can help you out.
They can help him out. It's a really good thing from Adamir there, and I'm so excited to see his itemization.
Yep, and now Hades as well as Adamir finds a target, and their target is Carbon. And a pause.
I think something needed to be done there. It felt too good to be true with everything that Adamir was getting away with at some point. That was, okay, an interesting set of events, especially around the turtle of the game. And man, it really did feel like Adamir was smurfing there for a second. Manhandling 2 people at once, even 3, still getting to walk away and regroup with his team after the turtle take. Like,
I feel like during those dashes, he probably winked at opponents like, ting. So you see what I did? Ting.
I mean, he was playing well. He was dodging some really good stuff. And like you said, Master Rap.
Master Rap indeed.
Oh, man. This has got to be... Honestly, this has to be a little taxing for all the players, right? Because at the end of the day, this has been going on for literally 20 minutes, 30 minutes for each one of these games. And now that we're coming to a game 3, I feel like, you know, the patience is running thin. And that's why they're getting more aggressive, wanting to find these big motions across the map.
Well, Valentina, actually looking at the statistics, she has 2 kills. I think it was a double kill. It didn't like happen separately. And Valentina is one of those heroes. If she got a good early game, it's so hard to stand against her in the lane.
Yeah.
So far, I think Jay is kind of the strength point or maybe the center of all the events.
I would say Claude will have a difficult time going into the fray because the damage from Bruno is already a lot. You can use your Wind of Nature to kind of like survive that kind of damage, but you can't really use the Wind of Nature against Valentina.
Oh, wait, hold on. It looks like I'm seeing thumbs up coming from the side of the Burmese Ghouls. Let's see what the Marshals have to say about this, going for their double checks before we start sending it back off in towards the game. Also, to note, interesting that the Burmese Ghouls like to sit towards the right side. Well, it's reversed for us. Right side, all in one train, rather than having their elbows right up onto the table. I don't know if that makes a difference for them, but the only person who does so is sitting right at the end.
Let me just say it doesn't matter to me. I don't know my left and right.
Do you play elbows on table? Not on table. Yeah.
Oh, do I?
Something to think about, huh? Yeah.
I don't know. I usually play when I'm lying down.
When you're lying down, wait, what about the times where we were at like the, what was it called again? Small little competitions we have after the tournament.
I put my heels on the table.
You put your heels on the table?
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, that does not sound right at
sounds-
all. You play with your
That
feet?
sounds arrogant.
Bruh.
Even though I don't know what are you guys talking about, I also think that it's not sound right.
All right, let's get back into this. Thank you to our Marshals for handling it. We didn't even need the full 2 minutes as we jump right back into the action.
Huh. Vanix, yeah, it is reasonable that he has the most amount of gold because he took that bot lane totally on himself without needing any help from Team Flash whatsoever. But Team Grimace goes on the opposite side. They haven't took anything in return. Turtles, it's for Flash. Turrets, is for Flash. So far, I think Team Flash are in the lead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yep, 3.4. Biggest lead we've seen so far, 6 minutes into the game, and hopefully we get to see this start to snowball out of control with Vanix being able to do so much for the team. Like, oh wait, he's still moving down bot side.
Yep,
Yeah.
Blinks is there looking for a possible opportunity to get onto Vanix, but Lolzy making sure that Vanix is pretty safe.
Yeah, almost all the way through, he made it. Before even the items are gone, the Berserk Fury comes here, and on the other side, Cloud hasn't even got close to get his golden staff. So in terms of lane phasing, Vanix is smashing it.
I mean, it's not just him, right? Hades 2 levels ahead against Nico. We're seeing that Jay even is developing a 2-level lead against Lina. So it looks like it's across the board for the side of Team Flash, winning out in their lanes.
Now Hades unable to get Blink X, but so far I would say Hades isn't as aggressive
As the last game?
Yeah, as the last game, but I kind of feel like it's because you don't have a Khalid to really win out your lane, so that's why it's kind of taking it a bit slow.
Look, I'm not gonna like follow up on that take. I actually want to speak about something else right now, which is if you get the defensive items for the physical attack, it should be more than enough for a team Flash to win that game.
Lolzy finds Nico, but Nico able to Mortal Coil out of there, and now Carbon. Hades jumps back in with a Violet Requiem. Vanix gets a double kill, getting Blinks as well as Lina. Lina's gonna respawn very soon. But looks like a good fight for Flash, and they got a turtle as well.
Yep, just nice lockdown coming up for the side of Team Flash as they focus a majority of their burst onto Lina as well as Blink X, and they did it so quick that Lina had no opportunity to be able to channel down on the Netherrealm. So, instant punish, 5k lead for the side of Team Flash, the biggest lead we've seen so far.
Yeah, and Hades right now is just so annoying that no one can actually deal damage to him. He took that blue buff of that purple buff, sorry, for Martis, and he went back to go for his own jungle. So far, Team Flash are in control of everything. This is a really high gold lead, 6k in 8 minutes. That's remarkable.
Yeah, right now, Team Flash, they're staring in the eyes of Burmese Ghouls, and they're gonna take the mid lane turret. Carmen looks like he's trying to figure out how to play this macro-wise, trying to put a little bit of pressure on the top lane.
Hard, so hard.
I mean, let's look at the items, right? Let's see how far they truly are. I'm seeing that at least for the time being, Hades is still going for the semi-damage build, right? He's got the Genius Wand, he's got the Guardian's Helm already completed, but more importantly, look at Vanix's third item. He's already got the Malefic Roar. It's tough. He does so much damage at this point.
Yeah, I would say also if you looked at Nico, he's 4k gold, while there are people with 8k gold on the other side. So Nico odds are not looking quite well. So I want to see a first flicker. Am I greedy? from Kufra.
Oh, Hades already jumping in, finds Blink X, and now
Oh.
Hades onto Stitch. Looks like Stitch got the kill onto Hades. I was like, I'm speechless.
But why? Yeah, but what? But why? Why did he have to go back in like that? There's no need to. He could. Oh!
Lolzy finds Nico, but Mortal Coil able to immune himself with the crowd control. Carpet goes in, and Lolzy tries to secure someone close to the wall. It looks like Lolzy is able to survive this engage. Killing spree for Vanix. Vanix gets a kill, and Lolzy with the flicker gives a double kill onto Vanix, and now Adamir! Ooh, clutch flicker.
Ask and you shall receive.
Oh my
Lolzy with the flicker first.
I can't. Adamir, he's really smurfing right now. Look at him. The man is really showing the depths of his mechanics. He's dodged everything. He's making sure that Stitch doesn't get in on these fights. He is doing it single-handedly while the rest of Team Flash are just cutting down his teammates.
Do you think that he made it up for that first game frustration?
Oh yeah, I feel like he accumulated all of his emotions into Game 2 and Game 3. He's the kind of guy that takes it all. It's like, you know how you don't challenge nice guys? Nice guys has a limit on their patience. You don't push them far enough, all right? You push them enough that they're like, okay, I'm upset, but it's okay. They push Adamir too far.
He's just petty like that.
Yeah, he's just petty.
But now with the Lord pushing in, right, this is starting to look like a really good checkmate position for the side of Team Flash, right? 8K lead, 36-27. No third item power spike for the side of Burmese Ghouls.
Lolzy now charging the Tyrant's
Nico.
Revenge, and Blink X coming from behind finds Hades, but no follow-up just yet. Blink X is almost getting taken down, but Lina was able to protect him, but at this point, I feel like the Nether Realm not being up is more of a big deal.
I actually like Carbon's way to move in the map. He wants to cut the lanes. Really smooth.
Yeah, now Lolzy almost making a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah. He's so clever.
So
you can't
smart.
push with no minions.
Yep, can't push with no minions, but they still be able to get one more inhibitor. It's a small save, but let's see how much of an impact. Oh, it's going to have. Oh, Nico.
Yep, they find Nico, but Nico is still, nope, never mind. Unstoppable for Vanix. Vanix is on fire for this guy. No way!
Oh.
Okay, he died. Thank goodness. he survived. Carbon now comes from behind. He's going to get taken down. Killing spree by Jay.
Is it done?
That needs an instant replay.
I can't. I'm so lost for words. He's smurfing so hard right now as they're looking to close this out, and they try backdoor protection of minions, and that's Team Flash taking the win. 2-1 against the Burmese Ghouls. What was that?
The story is between Singapore and Myanmar. Myanmar has been taking them down over and over again in internationals, and this time, new representatives from Singapore is like, we got your number.
We got your number indeed. Lolzy is happy. Adamir has a slight smile, and you know what that means. He's like, I smurfed this game, boys.
Yeah.
He played out of his mind.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, having that second deserved victory. Team Flash do deserve that victory, coming all the way from Singapore just to take the Burmese Ghouls on their first challenge down. Team Burmese Ghouls odds are bad at this moment.
Yeah, it's not looking good, right? They need every single one of these wins in the upcoming matches if they want to at least try and qualify or force a tiebreaker against another team in the same group. It's good stuff coming in for Team Flash.
Fountain.
He's still, and he nearly survived.
He was pulled back into the fountain. What?
I mean, I can't wait to see the highlights coming up in a little bit, but man, considering how Game 1 and Game 2, how long they dragged out, the fact that Team Flash was able to snowball that out of control, it's good to see that they're able to play every aspect of the game.
Let me just say, he did die, but that's a cool way to die.
That is a cool way to die.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's almost as the Kyrie escape yesterday if he managed to pull that off.
Oh, that would have been close. That would have been very, very close. But that being said, I think it's time. We got to have a look at our MVP. MVP, brought to you by Republic
Should
of
be Ademir,
Gamers.
right?
I mean, come on. Let's give it over to Jay. Big time Valentina, making sure that no matter what mistake you make, he's got you covered.
Oh, wait, it's not Ademir?
Nah. Jay has a perfect score. Ademir died,
If he
bro.
did not die, yeah.
Yeah.
If he did not die, yeah.
Ah.
I'm talking about the person who's been consistent throughout all 3 of these
Oh, yeah.
games. I'm talking about the man who plays in the mid lane and is dangerous. Look at that jawline. He's going to be cutting diamonds with that. 3-0-6. It's Jay on this Valentina.
Yeah, KDA speaks, and speaking of KDA, he had a lot of damage applied. We want to see that in the upcoming statistics, but let's look at the highlights. The highlights shows us that Team Flash, since the first second were in control with that double kill, also every team fight and every turret, every objective, they were nailing it one by one. Nico was just trying to prevent the inevitable, and at some point Carbon as well wanted to do some clever moves, but look at the execution here from Lolski, from Lolzi's. He managed one time after another to do really good ultimates, and not just that. We'll look at this. Yeah, I was just about to mention it. A first flicker over and over again, dealing really, I would say not dealing, but making. Yeah, that was the. I will leave it to you, Lafel. I will leave it to you.
I don't know. Throughout this highlight, all I can say is Jay is dangerous.
Yes, he truly is. The disruption that he brings with these terrifies, and at the same
Dangerous.
time, in Jairus we trust. It's just a dangerous game coming in from Team Flash.
Dangerous.
Then Jairus.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
I actually like. I want to look at someday and find the one that fits so much. Like when you put a name that's for someone, and also like let's leave it that way.
Sure.
Dangerous, right? Let's make it like that.
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
5-11 is the final score of game number 3. 12 minutes 28. So drastically different for game 1 as well as game 2. And we're looking at the items like Vanix at the time of his life. Not only did he win out his lane, broke that turret, he was able to snowball that lead out of control with the coverage of the rest of his team.
What actually is quite devastating for Nico is that he was almost doubled by in terms of the form on the other side on Team Flash, because if you look at Vanix 11k, if you look also at Hades, he was far ahead from Nico, so he didn't have the best time at jungling. He didn't have the best time for sure at the early game itself. Rich guy, also the carry. Vanix, he should be look actually the gold per minute. I think this is one of the highest, if not the highest by far. 931 gold per minute, taking turrets down, taking their gold before they even leave before the 5th minute. Yeah, Vanix was all around and was all about the objectives.
Absolutely. He was taking jungle camps just for fun at that point, as he's moving across the map. And yes, I would say that the rotations from Team Flash, I would have expected him to instantly move to the top side as soon as they broke bot tier 1. But no, he decided to put a bigger brass tax on the Burmese ghouls, taking away beetles, taking away river crabs, taking away lethal wanderers, even absorbing mid waves before he got to that top side.
Honestly, in this game, all the Singaporeans that didn't believe in Team Flash, in your face.
Yo, face! I mean, most people would have believed that the Burmese ghouls were going to take it away.
I got it wrong again?
Oh, how convenient.
What? I voted for Burmese Ghouls and they lost?
Oh,
no.
You'd rather to be what than what? Right, but
I'd rather be